Hello there, everybody. Future Travis again. Unfortunately, this seems to be a theme on my channel as of late. I don't know if my microphone is acting up or if it's the cord for the microphone. Either way, having some big recording issues as of lately. I may have to look into getting a new mic. Because I sure as heck don't want to go back to the mic that's built into the computer. That was in some of my very early videos, and that mic is terrible. So, I may be in the market for a new microphone. We'll see, or at the very least, a replacement cord. Um, yeah. So if you are someone that's had to deal with technical difficulties, or you're a fan of seeing me flounder about when I have technical difficulties, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You know, all that YouTube nonsense. Um, so here we go again. I really should start playing the video instead of just talking the whole time. There we go. Um, so once again, future me is trying to commentate on a past video. You might see some overlap here at some point, or I may have to move my camera to line up with the. Because I think I moved the camera at one point. I can't remember. Um, if I did, then I will take a moment to adjust my camera on the re-record here as well. But yeah, we're shiny hunting again in this video. I am doing the mass outbreak strategy again. I'm not targeting any particular Pokemon, just whatever shows up in a mass outbreak. We're going to check it out and see if we get some shinies. And I'm going to open up a Mountain Dew here. I've had a lot of Dr. Pepper today, and I want to mix up the taste a little bit. Not sponsored by other. That's just I'm by either other. Not sponsored by either. Just thirsty, and I am visiting at my parents' house. That's why the background is different. And that's what they have to drink is that for your soda options. So yeah, I don't dislike either of those brands. I actually do like them a lot, but yeah, not sponsored or anything. Just that's what was available. All right, now that I'm done talking about soft drinks, let's shiny hunt. This first group is Licky Licky. I made the mistake of talking to the professor, so we're gonna get some points right away to start out. I had a lot of baffling mistakes. Like I don't know if my hand was too big for the control. I was using the little like control setup they give you when you buy a Switch, and whereas normally I use my my Pro controller. Well, my third-party Pro controller that has the Mewtwo and the Pikachu on it. But I did not bring that with me on my trip to my parents' house. And everything about my recording setup is a little bit different than I have back at my house. For example, the mic's on the right instead of the left. I keep wanting to turn over here to talk to the mic, but it's over here today. My Switch is to my side instead of beside the computer. A lot of my cords are on the right and left as opposed to just being on the left like my normal setup. So a lot of things that are different about this. So yeah, I made a lot of mistakes because I was kind of out of my comfort zone. So anyway, let's get to the shiny hunting. I think that I forget if it's like gold or a very light orange. It's like a yellow or orange. The Licky Licky shiny. So it would be a cool one to have. I'm gonna do a much better job this video of not spoiling when I do and don't get shinies. I'm just gonna say if for every species until it shows up. If one shows up. But yeah. That was a nice shot, that long-range missile. Yeah, I actually did. I caught more of the Licky Licky than I expected to catch them. I've gotten to the point where when I do these mass outbreaks, I actually am trying to catch most of the Pokemon I see, even if they're not shiny, because it goes toward completing those larger Pokedex objectives. And if you can complete all those for a Pokemon, it actually makes it even easier to find a shiny form. So, not a bad thing to, like, if it says catch 25, it's not a bad thing to go catch 25. So, we're battling this last one because I hit it with a Pokeball twice, and for some reason it wouldn't even go in the Pokeball. So I think the game considered me too far away or something like that. Yeah, I've had a few weird occurrences with my recordings as of late. I've had more than once now that I record a video and my audio was lost. In my first part of my shiny hunting video on my birthday, for some reason there was a weird like muffled noise in the background. Well, it started out muffled. I think it got progressively louder throughout the video. I don't know what that was. I really don't know. Because when I heard that initial recording, after I'm done recording, I always listen to each recording to see if there's audio or not, especially as of late. I didn't hear, there was no sound. Like, there was just the sound of gameplay. There was no other noise. And then when I re-recorded, there was that, like, tapping or thud or static, whatever you want to call it, through, like, 75% of the video for some reason. So I don't know where that came from. I'm assuming that was an issue with the mic, but, especially with all these audio difficulties coming as of late. The more audio issues we have, the more likely it's probably the mic instead of just the computer. Whereas if it was the computer, it'd probably be a variety of things. So yeah, like I said earlier, I might be in the market for a new mic here sometime soon. But yeah, I was excited to do some more shiny hunting. I'm pushing my luck because coming into this, I was 2 for 2 on shiny hunting videos. Right now, I'm just flying around for the sake of flying around, see if there's any random shinies that show up on the ground, which does happen sometimes in this game. So I came into this going, well, there's probably a good chance I won't get a shiny and I'll ruin the streak, but as long as I've got a streak going, I might as well keep trying to shiny hunt. So, not every shiny hunt will be an Arceus. It's just that Arceus and Let's Go Pikachu are the 2 easiest games to find shinies in. So, they're probably going to be the ones that are the go-to most of the time. But there will be episodes. I know that I sort of mentioned this in my re-recording of the other 2 videos. Funny, this has happened a little bit in all 3 shiny hunting videos now, these recording issues. That's an interesting coincidence. But I want to shiny hunt Regice. I mean, I've been shiny hunting Regice on my own time, but I want to do maybe an episode or 2 about it, especially with the luck I've had as of late with most of my episodes on this. So maybe it would help me finally get it. So there will be episodes where I'm shiny hunting in like in like Shining Pearl or Sword and Shield. So it won't always be these 2 games, but these are the feel good, like, whoa, weird like hiccup thing there. These are the feel good games for shiny hunting because they're a little easier. All right, now we're gonna see if we can find a shiny Geodude. That's our second mass outbreak here. We were obviously unsuccessful in the Licky shiny hunt. Yeah, the recording of this, it's funny. I was really careful. I was watching the audio bar here in OBS the entire time, and it didn't look like I ever lost it. But then when I played back my recording, there was no audio, so I don't know what the deal was there. Yeah, I don't have any clue at all what was going on with that. Anyway, gonna turn the volume up slightly on the mic anyway to begin with. Yeah. So, I don't know why I've had these recording issues. Like, I didn't introduce any new equipment or anything like that. I'm not, to my knowledge anyway, doing anything differently than I normally do it. So I don't know why I've had this myriad of recording issues lately. If I can't get them fixed soon, I'm going to definitely invest in a new mic. I really do think it's the cord, because the company that sent me this mic, and I'm going to try not to bash them, so I'm not going to say the name, but the company that sent me this mic, well, I guess I say sent, the company I bought it from. No one sent me anything, but the company I bought this mic from, the instructions for storage of the cord for the microphone are you got to like roll it up, and I think that rolling it up in the fashion that they wanted me to roll it up may have created like a short in the cord. So I may be looking for one that has either a more sturdy cord or a better way of storing it. Like maybe not having to roll it up quite as tightly, like maybe having a bigger loop. Because I think that's played a role. Or if I could even find a way, I know it's a USB cord. I don't know exactly which type it is, though. If I can figure out what cord it is, maybe I can get away with just buying a new cord. But, yeah, it's been very annoying to have to go back and re-record these. You do, in this case, 50 minutes worth of work, and then you have to turn around and do another 50 minutes worth of work because it didn't record the first time. And you might see, while it's not hard to necessarily just sit down and talk in front of a screen like I'm doing now, it is a little annoying when you have to do it twice for a video, especially when, as of late, I've had to do it twice for a lot of my videos. So hopefully I can get this fixed soon, whatever this is. And see, I didn't have any issues at all when I recorded our recent Pokemon Stadium 2 Draft League episodes. Like, I don't know why it's, like, hit or miss. Sometimes it is and isn't working. It's just been the shiny hunting videos as of late. I guess the mic doesn't like the shiny hunting videos. So we're not having any luck right now with the Geodudes. The Geodude, see, I caught myself there. I messed up and said Geodudes. It's Geodude, plural and singular. I'm not having any luck with the Geodude here so far. We still have some more to encounter, but ran into 3 or 4 right off the bat here that were just normal. Oh man, I'm recording this late at night. It was already late at night, the recording as it was, and now it's even later. So yeah, I'm just a little tired. Hence the Mountain Dew. I'm trying to wake myself up with some caffeinated drink. I have a Dr. Pepper here on standby too if the Mountain Dew's not enough. I don't have any energy drinks or anything like that on hand, so this is the best I've got. And even then with energy drinks, you got to kind of moderate how you do that stuff. I mean, everything needs to be moderated. I don't want to act like the soda doesn't need to be moderated. But I know in college I used 5-hour energies for late night study sessions, etc. You just got to not overdo it. If your body can't handle a whole thing of 5-hour energy, or you're not sure, drink a quarter of it, drink half of it, like small doses, and then if you find out you can handle that, then you can maybe push it a little further. It's the key thing is just knowing your limits and not going not pushing past them. Anyway, so unsuccessful with the Geodude. So now I'm just flying around again to see if I can find any random shiny just walking around on the ground. Doesn't look like I'm having much luck here. These are good areas to fly over, though, because there's so many Pokemon that show up. Even just at normal odds, it gives you a good shot at maybe just running into one by pure accident. Alright, I've had enough flying, so we're going to go back and set up another mass outbreak. We're 0 for 2 so far this video. Licky Licky and Geodude. So, yeah. On to mass outbreak number 3. We had several mass outbreak in this video, and we also had a stretch there where I didn't run into any outbreaks. I had like 2 or 3 consecutive times I couldn't get one to appear. Even got to the point where I was going back to the house and changing the time of day to try and get an outbreak to show up. All right, we have this little pause here because I think I was messing around with my equipment. So, yep, here we go. No outbreak. So just pick a spot and then come back to the town. So I just go to the Obsidian Fieldlands because it's closer. There's me hitting wrong buttons again. I did that a lot in this video where I'd hit plus or I'd hit X, or like I was trying to pause like older Pokemon games instead of like how Arceus does it. So here we go. Still no outbreak. Just a moment. I'm having some interference from the family here, so just a moment, everybody. All right, we seem to have made it through that. Sorry, my like I said, staying at my parents' house, so parents, animals, and such aren't used to me recording. So the dog heard my voice and I think wanted to come say hi. So he ended up not coming in. I would have let him in, but I think my parents were worried it would disturb me. So yeah, anyway, so we're at the volcano here because there was no outbreak. I figured, hey, there's a lot of Magmar here. Maybe we'll get lucky. Of course, the one time I actually try to pursue that, there's a bunch of Graveler there instead of Magmar. So once again, just going to head back to town, see if we can get in our outbreak. I believe this is when I finally had the idea, hey, let's change the time and see if that'll help, if that'll have any impact. I don't know if it did, but it at least coincidentally, it seemed like it helped. Maybe I was just lucky. But, yes, I'm going to run back to the house here and change the time. I think I made the comment at the time that, oh, I'm playing at nighttime, so let's make it nighttime, man. Make it the same time as the real world. So, yeah. So, sorry, my dog is now sniffing the door where my parents' dog was. So, she's going a little nuts because she knows there was another dog there a moment ago. I may have to get her attention here in a minute if she doesn't leave the door alone. But anyway, so it's nighttime now. Let's see if we got a new mass outbreak or not. We do. We've got a Krogunk outbreak. Okay. A lot of activity in the Mirelands so far. Have we been anywhere else? Like, as far as the outbreaks go? Where was the Geodude again? I think that was here in the Mirelands, right? Yeah, it was. So, yeah, all of our outbreaks have been here so far, oddly enough. Attempt number 3. I gotta get over there, and then I went to the ground and then was like, I don't want to fight Ghastly and stuff right now. Let's go back to flying. And then you see me nosedive occasionally throughout this video because you want to be close enough that Pokemon can spawn and you might get a shiny. And as you see right there, the sparkles, we have a shiny. I was panicking and hitting all the wrong buttons. As you can see, I went to Braviary like 6 times there. Gonna save. At this point, I'm just like, please tell me I didn't do something stupid to make the shiny run away during all that. I don't see it right now because it's hiding behind this tree here, this log. But there it is. We've got a shiny Krogunk in our midst. It noticed us, so we're just going to have to battle it. And our Krogunk comes in here. I'm being very careful with my button pressing, especially since I've been messing up, to make sure I do not kill the shiny. I mean, you're not killing either, but you know what I mean. Not knocking out the shiny. Alright, so the regular one's gone. And at this point, we're so over-leveled compared to it, it's just a matter of chucking Pokeballs at it until it goes in. So, we chuck a ball. Does it work? It does, in fact, work. Hang on just a sec. Elsa, get away from the door. Alright. Yeah, my dog's name is Elsa. That's what you get when your 6-year-old daughter names the dog. I know, I love you right now, sweetie, but stay away from the cords, please. Oh, Elsa, you're under the recording. love you, sweetie. I know you want attention, but this is not a good spot for you to be right now. Come over here. Come over here beside everything. Alright, there we go. So, anyway, yeah, she's a sweet dog. She just doesn't understand that I don't want her, like, sitting on top of the cords. I want her maybe beside the cords. Anyway, so we got our shiny Krogunk with our first throw, nonetheless. I even made the comment at the time, oh, I'm sure a heavy ball won't be good enough to get a Krogunk. Well, actually, I don't remember if it was a heavy ball or an ultra ball, but I had a feeling that one wouldn't be enough. But it was. Now I just stuck around because since we still have a mass outbreak going, you never know if you get lucky enough for a second shiny. So I am just kind of not mowing them down here, waiting to see if another one shows up or not. But hey, no matter what, at this point we've had a successful shiny hunting video because we found a shiny. That's the goal of every shiny hunting video, is to try and find a shiny. Anything else after that is just extra, bonus. So, no matter what now, like I said, it's late at night. Forgive me for yawning. But no matter what now, we've got our shiny. We've successfully had a good video here. Minus the audio issues. Like I said, just mowing down the Krogunk at this point. Trying to see if we find an shiny or not. I keep saying we. I mean we as in you and I. You the, not follower. You the viewer. And me, the participant, the player. So when I say we, I am not referring to myself as we. I'm saying all of us on this journey together. But anyway, so still fighting more Krogunk. Yeah, this has been interesting doing these shiny hunting videos. Don't worry, everybody. I'm not going to just suddenly be like a shiny hunting only channel. I still have Nuzlocke and stuff like that I'm going to be doing. Other games besides Pokemon that I'm going to be doing. I do want to finish up a lot of my projects right now before I move on to other games, which means, you know, a lot of Pokemoning. We have a Nuzlocke, we have new Pokemon Snap I got to finish, Pokemon Dash that I got to finish. So I got some Pokemon projects that need to be finished. I need to finish Maneater. But then after that, we've got a return to the Paper Mario series. We've got The Company Man, which I'm very excited to play. Special shout out to my cousin Tate, who's guest starred on the channel before. He was very excited to hear about me playing that game when I mentioned it to him. So kind of semi-dedicating that series to him when I get around to actually having it up. There's that beautiful shiny. So Tate, if you're listening, that was just for you. Love you, buddy. Miss you. Hopefully we can record together again sometime soon. Come up to visit or something. But anyway, so I've got some plans. I want to do a playthrough at some point of Arceus, because I need to play through it a second time to have the... I want to have both the Therian form and the regular form of... oh my goodness, I've forgotten the name. The new genie Pokemon. Enamorous. I knew it would come to me if I thought about it hard enough. Because if you want to have both in Pokemon Home at the same time, you're going to need two of them. I have one from my original playthrough here, but I'm going to need there's only one per game, so I'm going to have to play through another save file to get it a second time. The good news is you don't have to complete the dex to get it. You just got to play through all the story story missions. So it'll probably be a more streamlined playthrough where I just go from story checkpoint to story checkpoint to story checkpoint. So I'm not going to be over-leveled. There won't be a lot of extra exploration. Now, on the other hand, if I see a shiny, of course, I'm going to detour and go get the shiny. If I see a mass outbreak, I may still potentially, if it's in the same area as the story, go toward the mass outbreak just to see if I get a shiny. Now, if the story wants me to go to the Mirelands and the outbreak is in the Obsidian Fieldlands, we're going to ignore the outbreak and go point to point. But if there's an outbreak in the same map that I'm going to, then I will probably go check it out. So now we're going to go check out Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo is a cool shiny. It's gold. So it is one I would like to have. Again, this video, I'm not spoiling if I do get shinies or not. But it is one that I was actually saying at this point I would like to have at some point. Because that is a really cool shiny. And Sudowoodo is a cool Pokemon. Like, it's very simple, but I really like Sudowoodo. I like its personality. It's a cool old school Pokemon. So anyway, trying to follow that same strategy of just catch everything in sight for the sake of completing the objectives in the Pokedex. So yeah, just trying to do that. Well, the Sudowoodo are so far away, I'm going to have to actually move to have a chance to go get them. So yeah, I'm doing that at the moment. This setup is a little bit different for me. I'm still trying, like, even as I'm doing the video, I'm kind of like looking for stuff because I feel a little out of place with everything being set up a little differently for this. So hopefully things will work out. Right now, OBS tells me that I've got plenty of sound. We'll see when I go back and listen to this after this. I wouldn't be shocked at this point if I have to have future Travis make an appearance. It's been kind of ridiculous on that aspect of the recording lately. But yeah, I think that the first chance I get to do a long recording session, I'm going to try to finish Maneater. Because that's only one, since they're usually about an hour and a half to 2 hour videos for that game. We're probably 1 or 2 long videos like that away from it being done. Pokemon Dash I had completed. I've said this before. I'm saying it again. I had it completed. I did not. I will spoil that I didn't beat every race, but I got about as far as I figured I could go. I had all the way up to an episode 5 done. YouTube lost episodes 3, 4, and 5. And I didn't have a copy because I thought, again, that they were safe on YouTube. So I will have to re-record 3, 4, 5 at some point. The only reason I haven't done that yet is since I did just beat it and I had that added frustration of losing those videos. I kind of wanted to take a breather and let off some steam before I went back and re-recorded that. Yeah, but I will try to get to that. At the very least, I'll do at least one more video and then maybe explain how far I got or etc. Or maybe even do like a kind of review of the game at the end of the video or something. So there will be at least one more Pokemon Dash video, if not 3, 4, 5 like before. New Pokemon Snap, I need 1 to 2 episodes, just depending on... I know what Pokemon I gotta get, but knowing which Pokemon to get and actually physically, like, aiming the fluff fruits at the right spot and getting the right things to happen at the right timings, or that's a different ball game. So, theoretically, if I do everything perfectly, I could get everything in one more video. Seeing as things rarely go perfectly on this channel, there's a chance it could take 2 videos. So I'm very close to finishing that. So let's see, that's Maneater, that's new Pokemon Snap, that's Pokemon Dash. What else? The Nuzlocke, I'm still working on the Nuzlocke. We're very close to getting through that. We got 6 badges. So doing pretty well. We got 2 more badges. Team Galactic. And of course the Elite 4. If we can manage to get through that, we're done. Now, after I finish the Nuzlocke, I haven't determined. I'm probably going to do some of the post-game content, but I don't know if it'll turn into just me going around catching legendaries, or if it will be more like me continuing to play the game as a Nuzlocke and just seeing how far I can get. Because technically there is a Team Plasma like post-game story. It's very short. but I could maybe keep the Nuzlocke alive until I've completely defeated Team Plasma, so to say. We will see. Like I said, we got, for that to happen, I'd have to beat the regular game first. So we'll see how that goes. And then after that, it's just going back to older projects, like trying to play Paper Mario all the way through. I'm going to do an NHL series, but I'm still sort of floating back and forth. I said in one video I wasn't going to do the 2003 series because I have NHL 22. I might do both. I might go back. I might do 2003 and then 22. I might do 22 instead of 2003. I don't know which in particular I'm going to do yet. I haven't decided, but they're both at my disposal, so like both are on the table. But there will be some sort of hockey series. And then, like I said, the Company Man. I'm very excited to play the Company Man. It's a very fun idea. So I think that would be great. And then, of course, there will be more new games come out. I have a very extensive game collection at this point, so I don't think we're going to run short on things that I could make a video about. So, yeah. All right, I believe this time we are going to find... oh, come on. They just told... Chansey. Yeah, we're looking at Chansey this time. To see if we can get a shiny. Which I said at the time, and I'll say it again, I already have a shiny Chansey from Let's Go. But getting another shiny Chansey wouldn't be a bad thing here, because you could always evolve. I could always evolve it into Blissey, and then I'd have a shiny Chansey and a shiny Blissey. So yeah, that would be kind of cool. Do. I caught one there. I remember making the comment. I know that Chansey has a low catch rate, but I just really had a hard time trying to get them caught for the Pokedex here. I like me trying to line up those long throws. Trying to make them work. I was also trying to be careful with how I approach a Chansey here, because you can kind of see near the top right corner of my webcam. Well, you can't now because we're in a battle, but right between my webcam and like where Ursaluna's tail is one of the one of the bandit sisters, so Clover. So I'm trying very hard not to get too close, because I don't want to be locked into a battle here when I'm looking for shinies. So trying very hard to like get closer but not get seen, if that makes sense. So yeah, I will spoil one thing because it's not related to the shiny hunt. Unfortunately, even though I'm in the rain here, I didn't get enough levels for Sliggoo to evolve this episode. I do have a Hisuian Goodra, but I wanted to get a second one so I could maybe make one for competitive and one for the living decks, so to say. But I was not lucky enough to get to that point yet in this video. Yeah, see, behind that other Chansey there is where Clover is, so I'm trying to be very careful with how I approach all these Chansey here at this point. So yeah. Alright, so far OBS still says I have audio. I'm going to be very disappointed if I have to record this a third time. If that happens, then this video will definitely get delayed, and I will definitely be looking into a new mic. Right now, I'm still sort of on the fence, like, well, I should probably get one, but I'm not 100% convinced I need to get one. If that happens, I'm going to be 100% convinced I need to get one. Or like I said, at the very least, a new cord. So with no shiny there, but one thing that did work out for us is we got an alpha Chansey, so that was kind of cool. That perked me up and made me happy. I was like, oh, we've got a shiny and we got an alpha for a Pokemon that I don't think we normally get an alpha for. So, pretty good so far. And like I said before, successful shiny hunt already because we got the Krogunk no matter what we do. So at this point, we're playing with house money, so to say. So, yeah. All right, so we're talking to Professor Laventon. Get some money, get some points. And then we'll see what the next outbreak is. I think we have one more stretch at some point. I don't know if it's coming up now or later in the video. I think it is a little later in the video, but I don't know for sure off the top of my head. But we do have another point at some point where we have there's like a 2 or 3 stretch where I have trouble getting an outbreak to appear again. I don't think it's quite yet though. All right, we got a Togepi outbreak once again in the Mirelands. The Mirelands were very busy this episode. I think there was only like one outbreak where I didn't go to the Mirelands this episode, and even then, at that point of the episode, I think there were 2 outbreaks at the same time. One in the Mirelands and one in the Highlands, I think is what they call it, the mountainous area with Mount Coronet. So I just went to the Highlands, A, because it was a Pokemon I hadn't, even on my own time, done an outbreak for yet. And B, because I wanted to go somewhere else. Not that I don't like the Mirelands, but we spent the whole video pretty much in the Mirelands. So at that point, I was just like, please, take me somewhere else. All right, so I'm coming over here getting ready to try and get Togepi. My dog's going nuts again. And I realized at this time that I did not move my marker to where the Togepi is, so it's actually up there. Then I remembered I am very short on Pokeballs. So I'm gonna go back to camp here and see what I can do to remedy that situation. I look at first, and I could make 62 Ultra Balls, but seeing as a lot of the Pokemon that I've experienced with this game, you could even catch with just Pokeballs most of the time, I decided to go the Great Ball route because I could get twice as many. And then I used the remaining Apricorns I had to make some Feather Balls. So yeah. One of those things where the Ultra Ball's better, but in this game where having the better Pokeball doesn't matter as much, it seems like, as previous games. I'd rather have more of a lesser Pokeball than less of a major Pokeball, if that makes sense. Now, I didn't want to have like 100 regular Pokeballs. But if the downgrade was just going from, like, Ultra to Great, I felt like, oh, yeah, we'll have twice as many throws. So even though it's not as high odds, you get twice as many throws anyway, so, yeah. So now we're trying to go over to Togepi, and I made a joke about running into that tree, or so I say, running through the tree. So, going over here now to check on Togepi, that outbreak, see if we can get one. Togepi is one of those shinies where you pretty much have to see the sparkles, because the only thing different about shiny Togepi, pretty much, unless I'm wrong, is that the blue markings turn red and the red markings turn blue. So it's one of those situations where I don't believe that a different color is really involved. So that can be problematic. Settle down, girl. It's okay. I'm just filming. My dog's getting really nervous because this is now, like I said, the second time I've done this video. So I haven't taken a break between recordings because I wanted to correct the mistake right away. So she's getting really anxious because normally I like pet her or show her some attention or something between recordings. So I think she's worried she's in trouble or something. And you're not in trouble. But I think that's what she's thinking. So she's very anxious and antsy right now, so I'm going to have to make sure I give her a big hug or something as soon as I'm done with this video. So just looking for Togepi still, trying to see if we can find a shiny. Catching a lot of them with those Great Balls, so I'm feeling pretty good about my decision to go the Great Ball route instead of the Ultra Ball route at this point. Oh. Yeah, I really hope that the audio is good in this one. I mean, again, OBS is telling me it's good right now, but it said that in my previous recording too, and I had no audio at all whatsoever. So, little worried still. Yeah, I think after this video, I will take a short break from shiny hunting in order to, like I said, get some of those Arceus knocked out. I don't know which will come first, if it'll be Dash or Snap, but look for me instead of alternating videos to try and get like 2 of that, like to get one of them done right away. Like, for example, let's say I have 2 videos of Pokemon Dash left. I had to readjust there on the camera because of a desync. But let's say, for example, I have 2 more Dash videos and 2 more Snap. It's not going to be Dash, Snap, Dash, Snap. It'll either be both Dash episodes done or both Snap episodes done. Like, I'm going to try to knock them out one at a time here. They might coincide with the Nuzlocke just because there are several episodes of that left I'm going to have to film. But it won't be like Nuzlocke, Dash, Snap, and Maneater. It'll be like Nuzlocke and Maneater. Or Nuzlocke and Snap. Nuzlocke and Dash. Like, it'll be pretty focused until I can knock some of them out. And then after that, like I said, we'll start some newer projects. So, I'm excited. Paper Mario in particular, I'm excited to go back to because I was having fun with that series. And now I will not try to do that awful Toad voice I was trying to do in the first few episodes I did record. I do love the Paper Mario series. It's funny, it's a series I never rush to right away, but I always love the games when I play them. I think I owned Color Splash for over a year on the Wii U before I played it. And it's amazing. I love that game so much. My favorite one is everyone's favorite one, Thousand Year Door. But I think Color Splash, honestly, is the second best one. Now, that might be a controversial opinion. That's not saying I don't like the Nintendo one, but, like, for my personal play style and what I enjoy about the Paper Mario games, I loved that second game. My favorite fight was the fight against a snake. Yeah, you fight an actual snake in that game. That is one of the funniest and most memorable fights I've ever had in a video game. That one is easily my second favorite, and on a rainy day, you could probably even make the case in some instances that it was better than Thousand Year Door at certain things. But yeah, I'm excited to play Origami King all the way through. I've been excited for years. It seems like every time I go, oh, maybe I'll get to play it next week. Oh, but a new Pokemon game came out. Oh, something else like a Luigi's Mansion came out, etc., etc. And it just seems like it keeps getting pushed back, but I'm really excited to play it. I will get to that. But I want to finish these art projects first, so we don't have more Paper Marios that get pushed off to the side, so to say. So, yeah, I'm excited to get this stuff. And we have now made it to the portion of the video where I'm having trouble finding mass outbreaks again. So I'm going to try sleeping. I think, if I remember correctly, that's not even enough this time to make that work. I think I end up having to leave and come back. And what I'm saying at this point of the video, since I do struggle to find mass outbreaks, is I'm telling you, the audience, okay, no matter what, even if the video goes longer than I want it to go, I'm going to keep going until we get one more mass outbreak, and then after that outbreak, we'll call it a video. So once again, no mass outbreak, so this is now the 3rd time in a row. We just went to the Highlands, then we saw there was no outbreak, so we went to sleep. We saw, again, there was no outbreak. This time I went to the Fieldlands, and I'm immediately just going to leave. So 3 straight instances there of no outbreak. So let's try again. All right, we've got Bronzong and Hippowdon. I decided to go Bronzong because I have done a Hippowdon outbreak on my own time before. Didn't get a shiny, but I had done that. I hadn't seen an outbreak of Bronzong yet, though, so I decided, hey, let's do that. Plus, it's somewhere besides the Mirelands. Let's go to the Highlands again, see if we can get something to happen there. We had been in the Highlands a couple times, just normally walking around, like while trying to reset. Mass outbreaks this episode, but we hadn't been here for an actual mass outbreak, so I was like, it's different. Let's go. So I'm gonna fly there to see, but I'm gonna try to stay low so I can see if any other shinies pop up on our way there. You'll see me take a little bit of a dive here to make sure I'm close enough everything's spawning. I am going to grab these apricots. Apricorns. I think Pokemon has said apricot and apricorn at different times. So I sometimes say the wrong one for the wrong game. Alright. My plan was to just stay on the hill and throw Pokeballs at the Bronzong, but the Gligar saw me here. And there's me hitting wrong buttons again. So I don't have a choice here but to fight the Gligar. We go Ice Fang because it's 4 times effective. So there goes Gligar. Gligar's down. And now I'm like, okay, I'm going to... Wait a minute, something else sees me. Well, it's not that Gligar. Oh, they've been alerted to me. There is a Bronzong or two that still haven't noticed me somehow down there. And this is a weird kind of sequence of events. I guess I was just considered too close because they actually allured to the food. But after seeing the food, they catch on to the fact that I'm here. See? Like, even though I didn't move. So I decided, okay, well, they all see me, so I guess I have to go down there and battle them all. Still crouching for some reason. And how lucky were we there in that instance? We got all 4 into the same battle instead of having to do like 3 different battles to clear them out. The Basculegion, I started going on a little spiel here about Basculegion's weird choice and moveset in this game. Like, the female is more specially based, slightly. The male is more physically based, slightly. Yet, as a Ghost Water type, they only really have access to Wave Crash, which is physical. So the female is at a disadvantage there. And for Ghost moves, they pretty much only have Shadow Ball, which is special, which puts the male at a disadvantage. Like, what I would have liked to see is have, like, maybe Phantom Force and Wave Crash and Waterfall on the male, and then maybe the female had, like, Scald, Shadow Ball. You know, like, I wish they both had options. And there we go, we've got a shiny, and it's green. Always good when a surprise shiny happens to also be a color you like. So now I'm being very careful to make sure I don't knock out the shiny. But anyway, that's why Basculegion's running Crunch, because there's no good physical option for Ghost. And while Crunch is not a stab move on the male Basculegion, it has the same coverage as Ghost. So I figured, hey, it's a physical move, it'll work. So that's why we're running Crunch. Alright, again, just taking my time, being careful, get rid of the non-shiny Bronzong. At this point, I'm kind of going to follow that strategy once again of just chucking balls at it. I'm assuming since it's level 43, it's going to take quite a few, especially since I'm just trying to get rid of heavy balls. I never can seem to get rid of my heavy balls in this game. I've always got too many of them. But we get it on the first try. So 2 shinies, same video. How about that luck? Like I said, the mass outbreak strategy just works. I think it's a little more fun instead of just soft resetting and targeting the same thing over and over again, because you don't know for sure what you're going to get. I am going to battle these last few Bronzong. Because, again, the outbreak's not over yet. You never know if you get lucky and you get a second shiny to pop up. But yeah, it's just fun to do it this way, I think, because it keeps the shock and the surprise, because you don't know what outbreak is going to be the shiny. Like, I mean, you look at what we did this episode. We didn't know if it was going to be Sudowoodo or Bronzong or Geodude or Krogunk. we just went to them, and whatever we got, we're going to try to work with. So I think I like shiny hunting this way. It adds a little extra flavor to it, I think, because you don't know what you're hunting. Like you don't know exactly what's going to pop up, I mean. That being said, resetting's not bad. I mean, of course, with like some games, that's the only way to get a legendary, for example, is the soft reset. I've certainly done that before. But I do like this way where you can just kind of keep going and keep finding different things. Alright, so again, we're fighting 4 at once. I believe these might be the last 4 of the outbreak. I don't remember. I've got Weird Ear in there now to try and make quick work of them. Gotta go one at a time here. One at a time. Shadow Ball again. There goes the little Bronzong. Shadow Ball again. One more to go. Flash Cannon. We're fine. And then a final Shadow Ball to get rid of those 4. And the outbreak is over. So we have 2 shinies now for the video. Female Krogunk and a Bronzong. We go back to Professor Lavington. I actually made a mistake when I saw that Bronzong because I didn't save before I encountered it. That was very risky. I don't recommend that. If you see a shiny, you should absolutely save at that moment so that you don't risk losing it. But we got lucky there. It paid off. Today, I've still only legitimately lost 1 shiny. Squirtle I accidentally ran away from on Let's Go. Because there was a Rattata I saw on Let's Go, but I chose to let it go to keep a chain up, and then I got a shiny Grimer. So I don't really consider that one lost since I chose to not pursue it. Yeah, shiny Bronzong. How about that? A lot of green shinies in this game so far. Maybe that's why I like shiny hunting in this one. I think at this point, I was just pointing out that I had evolved some of the shinies I already had, like the Crobat and the Machamp, and the Rapidash. That being done just because I had shinies of the early evolutions already in Pokemon Home. So we're going to save, and that's our video. If you liked what you saw here today, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, you know, all that YouTube nonsense. I promise that this audio thing does not happen all the time. It's just happened a lot lately for some reason. Again, thank you so much for watching. I have big plans for the channel, hopefully here soon in the future. So stick around and keep watching, and I'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.